found something. Buenos Aires International Airport this morning. Now watch this.
Heralds.
Trail ends at the airport, but turns out that a top Providence operative owns a vineyard in the area. Don Yates, of infamous New York law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn. And get this, he's hosting his retirement party today.
She's infiltrated them. She's sending a message. She needs my help.
Could have fooled me.
You don't know her.
Anyway, if you're going after her, you'll need to deal with the Herald. Her name's Tamara Vidal, former CIA asset and political firebrand. She's a master of surveillance and the Constant's most trusted aide. She'll have eyes everywhere. You won't get far as long as she's in the game.
Why are you telling me this? I thought you were out.
Yeah. Old habits, I guess. Anyway, I need to go. See you around, 47.
No, you won't.
Because you're not an idiot. Let's just humor him. Yates likes his little games. Don't be long.
You got my message.
You'd never get caught on camera. Not unless you wanted to be seen. So what's the play?
You're not the only one who's been busy, 47. I'm this close to becoming the next Constant. I'll be able to dismantle Providence from the inside. Only one man stands in my way. Don Yates. That weasel was the partner's legal counsel for years. He's the top candidate. But remove him from the playing field.
It won't work. If Edward suspects...
I will convince him you acted alone. Retaliation for Gray. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
The Herald, Tamara Vidal. She has eyes everywhere, and they're all fixed on you. The plan won't work unless we take her out.
She never leaves my side for long. Whatever your plan is, I'll help you if I can.
You're sure about this?
As sure as I'll ever be. Here, I got you an invitation, just like old times. Come find me when it's done. Good luck, 47.
¿Qué hubo, pues?
Ready, Pam? 3, 2, 1, and...
For more than 2 decades, New York-based law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn has been among the most successful and the most controversial companies in the United States. Founded in the greed is good downtown era of the mid-1980s by Kenneth Morgan, Don Yates, and Theodore Cohn, the firm quickly amassed an impressive client roster, counting such corporate behemoths as top investment bank Milton Fitzpatrick and Van Orton Tobacco. A reputation for ruthlessness and dirty tactics, no doubt originating with the notorious affluenza defense of murderous socialite Chelsea Whitmore, has long stuck to their name. But despite the persistent outrage of progressives, the firm has enjoyed a seemingly never-ending streak of successes and legal triumphs. This, however, may be changing. Just a few months ago, senior partner Ken Morgan passed away unexpectedly at the Hitman Hotel in Bangkok. And now, another of the founding partners, Don Archibald Yates, in front of whose Argentinian vineyard I am currently standing, has announced his retirement from the firm. And so, the burning question in the upper echelons of corporate America is this: has Morgan, Yates & Cohn finally run out of steam? I am Pam Kingsley, reporting live from Mendoza, Argentina, on GNN News.
Cuckoo, I've always wanted to see one in the wild. Oh, Gretchen will be so jealous. Here, little buddy. Come on. Look at that orange rufous crest. It's so adorable. Why those yellow rings around the eyes? I mean, they fade in captivity.
Not today, man.
I've never
Come back
seen
when
them
you're not
quite
a
so
total nobody.
vivid before. Oh, this is a rare treat. Oh well, mustn't be late. Sagira's fairly common in these parts after all. I'll get a picture later.
Try not to pick any of the important muscles.
No way. Guys like Yates don't retire. He can pretend he's going to be a full-time winemaker, but if he's leaving Morgan, Yates & Cohn, it's because he has a better offer.
Mis pedidos de Viñeda Yates. May I see your invitation, please? Gracias, señor. Enjoy the party.
Evening, senor. Would you care for an aperitif?
Thank God it's finally over. That extra security detail is driving my wife.
We lucked out. Heralds pay a handful of people off, but I figure they're downplayed. We've all seen the news. Lots of power players.
Hello there.
Lives. But as long as we don't know who everybody else is,
Welcome Sharon's marriage. And have you seen whose arm she's on?
Hey, brah.
Question is, for what? I wouldn't be surprised if he considered me a threat. But is he bold enough to defy Edward? Be a damn fool. But they don't call him cojones for nothing. I need to inform Edward. Let him know something's brewing for him on French.
I know how to deal with the likes of Don Yates. The one we need to worry about is Corbin Black.
Yates fixer. You know him?
ICA regular. I always suspected he was a middleman for Morgan, Yates & Cohn. I never took his contracts. Nasty piece of work. Below my standards. But plenty of my colleagues were less picky.
Well, they certainly got theirs. I wonder how your agent would feel if he saw you now.
He wouldn't. 47 is a weapon, and weapons don't judge. They go where they're pointed.
Oh, that's cold. I like you more already.
Let's rejoin the fun.
Fine by me.
I was third in the line of succession after Robert and Sierra Knox. But then the pesky Kronstadt board of directors decided to hire an outsider. Former chair of the Applied Science Division at Caltech with a rep for being uncorrupt. With her at the helm, our friends would have lost control of themselves.
Get them to deliver another 200 pounds of
I take
olives
it
and
Edwards
macadamias.
told you to shackle
Now,
me.
please.
Any idea why?
You know why. Trust is earned. Until Edwards is satisfied you're not sailing under a false flag, I I will be his eyes and ears.
I meant why you.
I suppose I'm more perceptive than most.
You're also very loyal. My guess is Edward's decision to make me a herald is not too popular with the other heralds.
We were at war about 5 minutes ago. Some people are funny like that.
But not you.
I admire the craft, the audacity. Everyone said Providence was untouchable, and along you came. The way I see it, you did us a service.
That's cold. I like you more already.
Touché.
I'm saying, no other law firm has this kind of brand penetration.
So, people all over the world know that
Tell me
Morgan
you
Yates and
didn't.
Cohn are a bunch of
Tell me
soulless
you
assholes.
didn't forget the asado torch.
Good for you.
Okay.
No,
I
not
didn't
good.
forget the asado torch,
Great.
Miguel. But you did.
94% of my
Didn't you?
cases.
Pablo.
Never go to trial. Why? Because the moment the other side hears the name of Morgan,
Why do you
Yates,
have to
and
be
Cohn,
such a big
they know shit's about
Mr.
to
Yates'
get
gates
ugly.
are waiting.
They know
What
they're
are we
entering
supposed
a
to
Category 5 shit
He let his
hurricane,
baby because
and they
knows
can
that
either
brothers
settle
forgot the
or get
force
neck
for the
deep
damn
in
asado
that shit.
I'm sure someone will
Here I
like
was
it.
so looking
What
forward
did
to
you
it.
do? Look, not good. Just find another source. Over here now. Or with a laughing stock. Yeah, sure. Why not?
What are we doing here, Dexy?
Monumental Records are longtime clients of Morgan Yates and Cohn.
Yeah, hey.
I thought we'd come show John our support. He's a bloodthirsty leech. He's like evil incarnate. I'm sorry.
Any of this relevant to our promotional tour? The class always had a...
Hey there.
Why are you here, Burnwood?
Didn't you know? I have tango fever.
Thing is, nobody held a gun to your head. Why did you take his offer?
It was time for a change.
I'll say. Learning the truth about your partner. Harsh. But you see, I've read your ICA profile. All those years, you never took a contract for money or glory. Only to serve your personal brand of vigilante justice. Targeting those who rise above the law, except for yourself, of course. But hey, everyone's a hypocrite. Still, makes you wonder.
I was wasting my potential. I did garbage duty for 30 years, and where did it get me?
You certainly kept the world's coroners on their toes.
Edwards is right. Power never dies. It only changes hands. And his hands, well, I figured the world could do a lot worse.
You admire him.
I thought resisting power was noble. But revolution is a young person's game. It's easy to tear down, much harder to build. I figure I can be Edward's conscience. God knows I have the practice. Did I pass your test?
It was hardly the Pledge of Allegiance, but it's the best I could expect from a free-thinking radical.
It's a nice
Hello,
man,
sir.
but a bit hubristic, wouldn't you say? He's not even been appointed.
Caution and modesty.
I'm more of a beer man myself, but if Yates wants to bring you Harold,
A glass of red, please.
May I present the House Cabernet Sauvignon? A melody of black currants and red cherries rises above a backdrop of leather and toast. On the palate, you'll taste juicy, dark berry fruit, along with a trace of
Good
sweet
evening.
spice and savory plums.
A little bit of constructive criticism.
There's a sort of...
You could use them in.
Well, it's almost like a new shirt.
You heard the lady. I'm sure you have a Pinot in stock somewhere.
It's very...
Our Cabernet Sauvignon is renowned for its complexity. You're likely to recognize those breeze.
Let's head back to the party.
Whatever you say.
I believe we'll be left with citizens.
May I recommend the House of Cabernet Sauvignon?
I find myself
Fine.
wishing it was a little more dry, but the tannins almost make up. Middle of the pack.
Raphael! Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, no, it's late.
Not just a puddle either. We're talking knee deep. The whole place looked like a horror flick. Of course, Gates came down, told them all solid charge of the tanks a new one.
You'd think there was some kind of fail-safe mechanism or early warning system in place.
Yeah, you would, but you'd be wrong. If the pumps malfunction, the tanks overflow. That pretty much sums it up. So, pay attention to that pump flow. Because you're in the market for an extra orifice.
Lightning never strikes twice.
These fermentation tanks are accident-prone. If the pump malfunctions, the tanks overflow. This has happened before, provoking an appearance from Don Yates. It's likely to happen again.
It quite spoils the party like your guests inexplicably dropping dead. Who were they again?
A couple of old money scions, Ingram and something Dutch sounding.
Corvo, got a message from the boss. Any calls?
Let me guess, the Burnwood woman.
That's right. Yates has arranged for the chief winemaker to take Burnwood and Tamara Vidal on a grand tour of the estate. Wants you to tag along.
Not for my sparkling personality. This Burnwood woman sure has his panties in a twist. Wonder what the deal is.
Yates' business is his business. Just get yourself ready and sign into the visitor center. Oh, have a drink on my behalf.
I don't drink. It makes me sentimental.
A private tour of the estate. Diana, Vidal, and this fixer, Corvo Black. Black is a threat, but also an opportunity. Yates's own machinations are inconsequential. Joining the tour will give access to Vidal, away from the crowd.
Mr. Yates. Yeah, I got your message. You mind telling me what I'm...
No, they were discreet about it. I caught a
Okay.
glimpse of the body line, but that's about it.
Yeah, I could do
It was
that.
only when someone realized...
In fact, a couple of spots come to mind. On the tour or after.
Hola.
So you're not sure yet? Does that mean there's a plan A? One where I don't stand a 50-50 chance of getting caught? I mean, you do realise the risk here, boss. Broad daylight, workers around. Who exactly is this Burnwood?
Plus, he has good reason to.
Yeah, all right. But if I'm going to be one of these heralds of yours, you need to start letting me in on a few things. Okay. So who's this for?
Top of a very short list.
So, how do you feel about Burnwood?
How do you think? She and her friends killed
No,
Yamazaki.
no problem.
Cassidy.
I just never framed an urban legend before. Very post-truth. Yeah,
But
I
on the
like
other hand, people defect all the time, and she's the most certainly qualified.
Constant knows what he's doing. Doesn't even have to like it.
Weird. What the hell was that?
Thumbs up, mate.
To lure in the Silicon Valley.
Hola.
Hello there, and welcome to the Yates Winery. How may I help?
Corvo Black. I'm on the tour.
Right, Mr. Black. Welcome. Miss Burnwood and Miss Vidal will meet you down by the wine fields. I trust you know the way.
I can find my way around.
Enjoy the tour.
Que tengas un buen día.
One of the most gifted surveillance specialists ever to graduate from Kent. Ran one of our interrogation labs. What did I tell you?
Over here.
You two must be Burnwood and Vidal.
And you must be Yates's garbage man. Sorry, but I didn't catch your name.
This is Corvo Black, Tamara. He's a ICA regular.
I only work with the best.
Well, we're all here, it seems. Except for our guide, the chief winemaker. Looks like we're stuck here until someone fetches him. Mr. Black, I'm looking in your direction.
Hold on. I'll track him down.
Attaboy. Do try and bring him back in one piece. Counterintuitive as that may be.
That was a bit rude.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Don't hold your breath. Vidal is a true. He has to be loyal to the Constance. Must be why he chose her to show Burnwood the ropes, because the rest of us would have forgiven forgetful.
What? What is it now? What?
You have some guests waiting. Senor Yates wanted you to give them the grand tour. Remember?
As if I don't have more important things to do than babysit Yates' socialite friends. It's only harvest season.
Better do what he says, Patron. Big shot New York lawyer like that. Don't want to get on his bad side.
Well, I'm not going anywhere until I have decided if the crop is right for picking. Bring me the 3 Malbec grapes to taste, Ramon. If Yates doesn't like how I prioritize, he can weigh me down with concrete and toss me off a bridge. How's that?
3 grapes, was it? I'll get my picking knife. Seriously, who takes another man's picking knife?
Mr. Vargas, I have the 3 grapes you requested.
Yes, good. Bring him here. Now, let's see. Lovely inky black color. Good size, large and firm. Seeds Brown? Excellent. And finally, taste. Sweet, flavorful, robust tannins. Some floral notes. Marvelous. Why, I say these grapes are ripe for harvest. Inform the workers, will you, Ramon? I have a third to contact.
Will do.
Milton Fitzroy, Quantum Leap, Dynasty Global. All the big players now.
Ah, hey,
How
my
you
fellow
doing?
wine lover. Hello. Welcome to Viñeda Yates. I do apologize for the delay. The Malbec grape is a demanding mistress. So, I am Gabriel Vargas, Chief Winemaker, and I will be your tour guide. Any questions before we start?
Yes, but you're not going to like them.
We're good. Lead the way, Senor Vargas.
Wonderful. Follow me. In fact, we're just about to harvest this year's crop. Great expectations. So, how do you like Argentina?
Like everywhere else. Full of Americans.
First stop on the tour is the production floor, where our prize-winning Malbec grapes are processed. We insist on steaming every grape by hand, which means that during harvest season, the grapes do tend to pile up. Luckily, we have plenty of storage space. Our equipment is state-of-the-art, including an industrial-sized freezer unit, and last but not least, our trusty grape crusher.
Interesting. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Black?
Follow me, please.
Are you a wine man, Black? Somehow you don't seem the type.
Oh, I believe Mr. Black here is something of a jack-of-all-trades. Isn't that so?
I dabble.
I see. I just thought Yates might be sending a message. My mistake.
So, have any of you been to a vineyard before?
Only on business.
Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium, where the wine goes through its primary stage of fermentation. In these big open tanks, yeast converts the sugars in the wine to alcohol, in a process that lasts between 5 and 15 days. This is also where we squeeze the mass into a fine juice using our grape presser for the longer secondary stage of fermentation.
Fascinating.
Now, before we move on, do any of you have questions?
How about...
I have a question. It's... perhaps we can take a closer look.
Certainly. Lead the way.
What can you tell me about this device? Grape presser, was it?
That is correct, senor. After primary fermentation, the mass is pressed through a fine filter, leaving only the flesh and skins behind. I should add that grape stomping, the iconic practice of crushing grapes with your bare feet, is historically rare and mostly a tourist gimmick. But you are most welcome to try. Imagine you're a grape.
Thanks. I'll pass.
Oh, go on. I'll take a picture of the three of you.
Oh, come on, Tamara. When in Rome.
Fine.
Say queso.
May I see that, Mr. Vargas? I believe I blinked.
Sir! Yes, you! Look at it.
Hey, queso!
May I see that, Mr. Vargas? I believe I blinked. Nope, all good. Looks like one for the mantle.
What happened to your colleague?
Urgent call. Something about work. I don't think she'll be coming back.
Oh, well. I'm sure she can find her way out. Let's proceed. Excelente. So let's continue to the barrel room. If you'll follow me. So, are you associates of Mr. Yates?
You might say we run in the same circles.
Law and order. Must be very exciting.
It's about 99% preparation.
And so we arrive to our final stop, the barrel room. This is where we store the wine during the secondary stage of fermentation. The area behind the glass is where we keep our most precious bottles, including a 1945 Grand Paladin, the most expensive wine in existence. The access doors, which are made from ballistic glass, can only be unlocked from the security room high above our heads.
Remarkable.
Ah, here comes Senor Yates now. I shall leave you in his capable hands.
How reassuring.
Ah, Miss Burnwood, is it not? Don Yates, pleased to meet you. You come very highly recommended. As Chief of the Heralds, let me be the first to say, welcome aboard.
Why, thank you, Mr. Yates. Rest assured that I will be following your every lead. Very closely.
Say, that reminds me. We're about to have a little Herald get-together up at the house. Just a modest toast to celebrate my forthcoming inauguration as Constant. You are, of course, most welcome to join us. I believe you shall make a fine herald, once the training wheels are off.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Capital. Right this way, into the lion's den. Why don't you take a break, Corvo? We're done here for now, I think. Oh, but don't go too far. I may still need your services later.
I'll be closer than you think.
Oh, almost forgot. Cortazar, please nip down to the wine cellar and tell Mr. Flowers, the sommelier, to prep the 1945 Grand Paladin and bring it up to the house for our special occasion.
Got it, Chief.
Hi.
Flowers. Mr. Yates wants the 1945 Grand Paladin brought up to the house. Special occasion.
What? Did aliens land on the front lawn? Have the ghosts of Jesus, John Lennon, and Eva Perón unexpectedly come for dinner? Help me out here. What could possibly be so special?
Above your clearance, Flowers. Just fetch it already.
A meeting in the root cellar. And judging from Yates's choice of wine, some type of celebration. Likely a gathering of heralds, come to congratulate Yates on his upcoming promotion. Diana's presence, a calculated risk.
What's the passcode again?
Last year of World War II. If you have to look it up, shame on you.
do you operate it? I'm a bit of a grease monkey in my spare time.
Not my area, friend. The control terminal is up in the security room. If you take a look. Just...
Yo! Dusky lady.
Irreplaceable. You don't drink the 1945 Grand Paladin any more than you would write a shopping list on the Mona Lisa. Oh, men like Don Yates know the price of everything, but the value of nothing.
I am sorry, Patron. Say, what if we exchange the labels? Served him a different wine.
Ah, you are devious, Santino. But no. If Mr. Yates wishes to destroy something beautiful, I will not stand in his way. That is between him and his creator.
How did he even get his hands on a bottle? I hear the last of the 45s were sold to Sheikh Omar Al-Ghazali for $600,000. Most expensive bottle ever sold.
Yes. A curious story. See, that bottle you refer to came from a case of 12, which were recovered from a sunken Carlisle shipping container that went down in the South China Sea during the final days of World War II. Now, of those 12, only 5 were raised intact. Al-Ghazali bought one under great media coverage, while the others simply disappeared, quietly obtained by some clandestine private collector, until one of the bottles was donated to Mr. Yates by Byron Washington, CEO of the Pax Mundus Foundation, as a reward for winning a court case. Now, Byron's twin daughters were treasure hunters, so that explains how he managed to get first pick. But you see, I was here when the bottle arrived, and the crate it arrived in bore a curious logo. Something called the Ark Society.
Intriguing. Do you know what it means?
Well, not a clue. And now, we will never know. Don't get attached, Santino, for all fine things in life are transient.
Wow.
Oh, it's nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the man.
what's going on.
Hey, Flowers, over here. Come on, while we're young.
Sir, I present to you the 1945 Grand Paladin.
Huh. Somehow I thought it'd be bigger. Come on, Flowers. Guests are waiting.
Hey, what the hell? You want a piece of me?
Go on, get yourself patted down. We're still on alert from all those big shot CEOs getting off.
You wanna pass? I check your pockets. That's not up for discussion. Hey, stop twitching. You're not making my life easy here. Okay, everything seems to be in order here. Hey, you'll get to stepping, Holmes.
So here's the deal, Flowers. The boss is having a powwow with some employees, and discretion is the name of the game. I'm sure you figured that out already, you being a scholar and all. Don't discuss, disclose, or hell, even contemplate what goes down. Just set your mind to wool-gathering mode. You think you can do that for me, Flowers?
Worry not, Mr. Cortazar. I'm the very soul of discretion.
Good man.